Hi and welcome to SDP. SDP stands for System Development Project, and this is it. Now, the subject description. The subject teaches students how to design, develop and evaluate a software system meeting predefined quality characteristics. It uses a case study approach to explore the design and development of complex set of information system services. In other words, you build a system. Okay? The subject learning objectives. Well, on successful completion of this subject, here are the things you will have achieved. You will have you'll learn to investigate and solve software engineering problems with minimal supervision. You'll be able to determine and balance the competing goals of commercially realistic software engineering projects. You'll be able to apply sound software engineering practices. You'll be able to communicate the project and system information to team members and other stakeholders. Be able to collaborate with team members to perform project tasks and plan and manage a software development project to completion. Those are the things you will have experienced and should have learned. For the teaching strategy, it's reasonably simple. It's entirely practice-based. So you meet on the first tutorial, you form a team, you start work and develop a project. Your entire task is to develop a small software system. It duplicates the commercial software development practices, aided and guided by tutors who are knowledgeable and experienced in software development. Now, on this I insist. The tutors have to know their software engineering. They have to be able to help and guide you. Students are guided about what to do, but left to discover and decide the best way to do it in the circumstances. So, for example, we will tell you, well, you should list off all the requirements. You should be able to describe the requirements, and there are different methods of doing this. You can use use cases. You can use user stories. User narratives, you can use narrative requirements, list station, you can put them all in a spreadsheet, whatever. There are different ways of doing it. And you decide the medium on which you're going to do it. You can do it on Word documents or in a spreadsheet, I've seen it done, or on Trello cards, or whatever. Okay, but these things the team decides. So there's a certain amount of guidance and support, but a certain amount of things that the team itself needs to discover and to decide. The subject strives to teach sound software engineering practices without becoming unnecessarily formal. All right. Now, sound software engineering practices are not hard. They're things like keep track of your defects, keep your version control going, keep your coordination and communication among members working as well. Reasonably sound software engineering practices, aside from the individual techniques that you might use, for example, developing an architecture. Now, overall, you develop a small, commercially realistic software system. It is small. The emphasis in this subject is on the practices, the techniques of software development, not the finished product. It is a team project. You will be randomly assigned to a group of 6, not more than 6. Sometimes, occasionally, it's actually less than 6. Now, there is no perfect way to form groups. We have tried all the ways. We've tried self-selection. We have tried, I think it was in enrollment order. Just take the sequence in which people were enrolled and go team by team. And we tried random assignment. Now, of them all, the random assignment works best. Self-selection is very good if you happen to pick a team of fairly knowledgeable people, but there's too much danger that there'll be a group of people who really don't quite know what to do and can't get started. So that's something of a problem there. The random assignment tends to even things out quite well. And the other reason for a random assignment is that there is in fact a prize attached to the subject for the top scoring team, and therefore, all teams have to have as fair a chance of achieving that prize as I can make it. So random groups is it. The balance or the problems of team assignments is that you occasionally will get a freeloader in the team for either they've had some reason why they can't contribute, perhaps an illness or some other distraction, or they simply just clock off and they just don't contribute. Either way, the team has to have the means of dealing with this, and the means that we use is that the marks are given to the team as a pool of marks, and the team then gets to decide how those marks are going to be allocated. The tutor do not interfere in that, neither do I. You have to find out how to allocate those marks. So we will neither interfere nor will we referee.